life, an objective or two, just a single dragon might allow this victor to scale later on. But otherwise, there's side lane pressure here on Gen.G. They have the Pantheon to protect it. The Cassiopeia, which does so much damage in the mid game, and even later on in the late.
That's what happens when you keep them on your toes. You never know. Who lands the hook? It doesn't matter. We do have a bit of a dive here. Setting up in the top lane as let's see if Keen can survive with a flash stun into the wall, and that's enough damage for Viper as he picks it up, has to flash away, but his first blood onto Hanwha Esports is 80 carry.
And this is the power of the Lucian. And
Zeka no flash.
Oh, Zeka in trouble.
Yeah, this was very confusing, trying to go for that control ward. He is going to have the flash come out here from Canyon, but it might be enough as he's going to taxi out of the Raptors, and Victor with no flash, trying to kill a control ward, just gets punished here, and it's kill over to Chovy as well.
Canyon doesn't even get the assist. Yeah. Canyon did actually pick it up off his ground, but obviously top side is very mobile.
Zay's going in trying to beat this one, and he will be successful. Now, can they get the kill onto Keen is the question, and with Peanut here at level 5, I think you've got enough damage, but the sustain here for Keen is pretty large, and Zeus is being chunked down, has to run away. It's just going to be Keen versus Peanut. And this is a very long lane down on the bottom side, but eventually going through the wall, and the follow-up comes in from Zeus to clap him down and get the kill. With the Maiden being annoying, but it's still an eventual kill to HLE.
The brittle proc as the last hit.
It's a big deal that Zeus flashes though. If he doesn't and Keen gets a moment to maybe get another Q off, that could have been the difference maker. That's going to be Grubs traded for Dragon, it looks like.
Yeah, you're definitely feeling very good, especially with the wave pushing into you in bottom side. There was a big wave that just went into Zeus, so you're getting even more gold's effectiveness across the map, essentially. And as you mentioned, yeah, they're just kind of roaming as a death squad.
I'm kind of wondering if they swept that brush or like Scryer Orbed it, because they really don't seem to be aware of the ward. They keep trying to go for these bait setups.
I mean, Duro's just going to flash away from the damage, just to make sure as the burst comes in. There's the hook on a Peanut. Do they have the damage, though? Yes, they absolutely do. As Zeus on the flank gets the double knockup. As the burst comes in, the Arcane Storm is out.
Chovy?
As now Chovy, he wants more. He is desperate for something more, but not going to keep them around for long enough. In goes Canyon, but he's taking a bunch of damage. Flashes on in onto Zeka. Down goes Zeus as well. Just chunks the two of them down. As Viper finally going to get the one. Delight also picks up yet another kill. As now looking for Chovy. He's going to get in close and does get the hook down. And they're getting so much more over the back of this fight for HLE. Works. As Heartsteel finished for Peanut, they're going to look at this Rift Herald, and they're bursting it down quite fast with the Lucian. In comes Canyon. And he's certainly curious about this, but yeah, they just can't even get close to it. And Delight actually going to pick up the eye.
He can rotate so quickly from lane to lane.
Oh, Ruler. Oh, he doesn't want to use that ult, but he will be forced to at the end of the day. And he could have avoided a decent amount of that damage if he just used it early.
The Light's looking.
The Light's looking for it. The ult comes in, and Ruler's just free. Stay together and keep the Cassio and Xayah together. It's not going to be easy for Pyke to get these big hooks. And speaking of which, they're going to get the flash immediately out of Viper. And the cleanse. The culling on top of it all, and Peanut's just trying to get in. He's going to steal it away, and he's Scarter. He just laughs his way to the bank and goes all the way away. As yes, they are going to get this hook here on the Zeus, but it's just the one kill here for Gen.G as they lose the Drake in the trade. As they got to know this how to kind of started.
And with that cooldown gone, I think that's just it. Viper doesn't have flash. They cannot continue any further here to try to take this objective away from Gen.G. So Gen.G will take it. 11-9 Petals will explode into a larger experience lead here with the adaptive force that'll come with it. 22-9 now.
Maker, and as I say that,
very close, going to dodge everything. Actually, the laser on top of it is now we got a TP. Zeus very far behind enemy lines. They want to turn onto him as the flash, and the hook is going to miss. As Zeus has to flash out of that one, the re-engage comes out from the horn, and the impale over the wall. Canyon straight into the wall himself, but he will not die. Peanut wants the kill, but he's flashing it at 4 people. And this Peanut, not the time or the place, but they actually do get the kill.
What?
Funnily enough, I don't even know how he died.
How did Canyon die?
This Baron, or rather this Dragon.
Turret's going to go down, it looks like, as well.
Yep.
Peanut's there.
Turret's going to go down. Might just come down to a flip, and it goes over to the Xayah of all people. 3-man knockup comes in from the Yorn, and that's Yorick down. Keen just out of the play, and HLE say, well, we got the pick.
Yorick, they will grab that turret as well.
Look at how deep Chovy is pushing. I think he has to be really worried. Orn's there.
You've cooked some great stuff before, but I'm not sure this is it. As you got a Skarner, you've got a Pike, everything is missing for some reason, as a big ult does hit too. But eventually, you're just going to have too much damage on top of you, as they're going to give the kill over to Zeka as well. And he is nearly 1,000 gold ahead now.
There are a few question mark pings on the Baron, but no one's on it. Obviously, Gen.G can't.
Feeling really bad at Gen.G if you do lose it, but now they're just going to send it into the Baron. And the second the dragon spawns, we'll see if this works out for them, as they're kind of lined up in the bowling alley, as two of them get knocked up by the Ornn. They pull off of the Baron, and now Keen is zoned away from the rest of the team. HLE staying together as a 5-man unit. As we do see a bit of a
behind them
coming in from Chovy, but that's a Cassiopeia flank. Not the most dangerous thing I've ever seen, but now trying to get the engage going onto this front line. Zeus is going to be burnt down. There's nobody's there. They were staying together, and then they split up as they were following Keen. Hook goes down onto Keen. And now Peanut's in a really rough spot. He's going to be taken down, and the amount of damage Gen.G is being they're just not paying attention to it at all.
It's 1 by 1, as we said earlier. The hook from Duro is the difference again, as Chovy finds the flank, sets up the miasma, and they have enough damage. That's going to be Nash.
Hanwha Life just have to take this concession of getting soul point in exchange. There's no way they can fight this anymore. They don't have a jungler. And the chase, the over chase onto Keen there is part of the undoing, but it's really the Duro grab. Keen's going to take out this inner turret. The game is suddenly turned on its head in just a matter of seconds.
Getting picked off 1 by 1.
Zeus running straight into them. Nice culling to do some damage, and that's a hook on a Canyon, but that is the Pantheon, and Zeus who has to flash away, but Canyon goes down! At the end of the day, this Pike is about to get some big value. Looking for Duro. That's a second one on the board! Delight. He is here to party. He says, this game is mine, and I want to carry it. Zeus going in, maybe trying to take that away from Delight. Got to be careful.
And that gets Prio, and this is going to force a response.
Yeah, Hanwha's on a timer. They have to be quick. They have to be quick.
Okay, that's a lot of damage in a ruler, but the culling goes into Duro. That's not the target you were looking for.
King's going to keep going. He's not going to stop.
Hanwha need to be fast on how they win this fight.
Yeah, it should just be inhibitor, you would imagine. Down it goes as... we'll see what happens with the TPs, but now we're just going to have a 4v4 team fight at this point, and it comes down to the Xayah as Ruler steals it away. TP coming in. They have to, they stopped the channel with the ult from the Victor, and this is right before the Baron, as he's trying to turn this one around on Azeka. I don't think so, but he flashes for that one.
Life, they have the Impale. Duro just fishing for a hook. He wants to get one of these carries. He so desperately needs to.
He really does, but I don't know if he's going to have an option. The culling is just used to zone. Delight's in stealth as well. Duro looking for some kind of hook. They want to access that backline, but the peel is insane. Canyon getting on in, goes into his GA, then pull up Zeka though, as maybe that's enough. Might just come down to a flame again! But Ruler will not be denied these objectives. And he's full health.
He just keeps getting them.
Baron might be with the top lane push, with the death timers. Could be the difference maker. Gen.G somehow pull out the win out of the 4v5.
Yeah, I mean, Ruler is just pulling these objectives out of thin air. And Ruler, level 18, is going to be ripping this turret off the map. That top inhibitor is already down here. I don't think they'll be able to push for the mid one right now, but they can take out all of those inner turrets. It's a big injection of gold. Less important right now at nearly 40 minutes in.
Keen cannot be dying at the start of that fight, especially with flash up.
That's just not allowed, but he's just caught off guard.
Gen.G weren't able to end the game off of this. Top lane inhib is still down, right? Will be coming up soon as Keen takes a ton of damage.
There's a lot of poke going back and forth, but now we finally get an Impale engage, but Canyon is Pantheon, lives for so long, and the damage from the Xayah and the Cassio is way too much for the Ornn to deal with.
They gotta get out of it!
Let's follow up from Chovy, it's gigantic, goes Golden, and the hook comes through, and that should be it. Gen.G with one fell swoop might have just won this game.
10,000 damage for Ruler! 10,600! He had the smite button in this game, and his damage is off the charts. Who says the Victor scales? This Xayah is the biggest on the rift.
Feel like the Blitzcrank is scaling better than the Victor in this one. As Viper, he's desperate, he's trying to clear the waves, but he's not gonna have it. Gen.G get the revenge for last summer, and they are your 2025 LCK Finals champion.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.